Good morning. Good morning. I think I hit start. I don't know why it hasn't started, but I'm start. Did I freeze the game? Enter. I may have to alt control this. Before we do that, we'll just go. Ha. It's just the screen was locked up. We're good. We're good. We're good. Sunflowers. I don't know if our seeder can do sunflowers, so I'm going to wait to accept that one. And we'll have to check what our seeder can do. That should be able to... should be able to see that in here. Drawing a blank. Where's the seeders in this thing? Seriously? I'm looking right at it probably. Planters, seeders. We own... That guy there does not do sunflowers. Okay. So, synchronizing. Anyone that wants to win FS22, join us in the live stream. You can get your name added to the draw. Also, we have the secret giveaway of $20 Steam gift card today in game. Alright, here, so borrow those items. Okay, there's some stuff to do. Why don't I get you to do the fertilizing? And then I will work on the sewing and the transporting. That way, when I have to run downstairs for laundry, you've got plenty of stuff to do. Oh, no GPS. And the fertilizing, you'll have to bring a quad down here because the tractor's down by the store. What's that? You're at the house. Oh, okay. Perfect. You got a quad there? What the... Sunflowers? Yeah, sunflowers. Okay. So we're going to have to buy some seed. That's the wrong... Hey, Renars. Why can I not fill seed? Don't tell me the front is just for fertilizer. The front's probably just for fertilizer. Well, we'll use it as a weight. Where am I going? Field 29. You're coming to play. Awesome. Yeah, I accepted the contracts the way that, yeah, it'd be tricky, but we'll find something. Field 29. 29. Where are you? Oh, right here. Okay. Oh, nice and close. Not very good at driving straight down the field here. No GPS. What's that? Those bikers are telling me to go out? Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of bikers outside. It's a perfect day to be out going for a bike ride. We do have a lot of mods installed, so hopefully you got at least a lot of them already installed. They're not all brand new to you. The biggest one's always the map. If you can get the map installed ahead of time, that'll be beneficial. We're at 297 grand, so we're very close to buying our next field. We need to get to 320. Very close. Oh, you're not going to be able to buy a seed. Or a fertilizer or whatever, yeah. So, with it not showing the spray when you're fertilizing, could you do a reinstall of the game or check for integrity? You can check game file integrity. Try that. And that might fix that error until you're playing it. just realized I could be using the ridge marker. Get these rows a little bit straighter. Although it's not doing a very good job of marking. Sorry? Yes, we're going into nighttime, yes. And the ridge marker actually helps out quite a bit. Although if I were to set the ridge marker in real life, I would shorten it up a bit and have it marking the ridge where I need to put my steer tire. That's how I would set up the ridge marker. They're adjustable, you can move them in and out, so that would work. Lining the ridge marker up so you put your steer right on the ridge marker instead of centering the tractor. FS22 will not come with GPS at first. It'll have to be a mod we install later. Hopefully that's a mod that comes out early. It's only what, a few months away? $2 months, give or take, yeah. 2.5, 3 months. I think it's 2 months, 1 week, give or take. 2 months, half a week. Okay, so 2 months. 3 months. 3 months. Okay, 3 months. She's talking very quiet today. That's because all the cars outside are too noisy. So we get when the weather's beautiful enough to open and leave the door open. Oh yeah, and just a heads up, this is likely the last stream this weekend. I mean, this might be one tonight, but we have to kind of decide that as we get there if we have any time left. So we do have to go to sleep early. Because I'm leaving 5 a.m. tomorrow for work. Which is actually going to be 2.5 days off for me. Not quite, but basically 2.5 days. Uh-oh. What happened? At least it warns you. How much wrong seed did I seed? Just that little bit, so hopefully I can just seed right over it. Hey Nathan! Come on now. Hopefully it let me seed over that. Did not. Okay, hopefully we still have enough to finish this contract. If we seed the rest of the field with the right crop. The only other option would be to grab the plow and plow over that if we don't, and then we'll reseed that. Hopefully it doesn't come that far. I'm doing good, Nathan. You? Yeah, really good. It's a good day. Beautiful weather. Renaris has all his mods installed. Or their mods installed. I always just say he. I give you permission. We don't know if Jess would give you permission, so I quickly did it before she had a chance to deny you. Your controller die on you? Unplug it and plug it back in? You've had so many issues with that controller. Hey Marka, good morning. Second thumbs up. Got it. I'm like, you're not the second here, but you're the second to thumbs up. Cool, thanks. Appreciate it. The more thumbs ups I get, the more cookies I can eat. Each thumbs up is a cookie for me. So Renaris and Marka, you both gave me a cookie. I'll be a walking cookie soon. Huh? Jess just goes, you already are. I keep thinking this camera box beside me is cookies. It's like, hey, there's some cookies sitting right here. Oh no, that's too small of a box. Nope, never mind, that's a camera. This little Case IH is actually a nice sounding tractor. I see what you're trying to do there, Marka, but I don't think it works. You should try the shower head and then the sleeping guy with his Z's on top of his head. That would be Renars. Yeah. What's your difficulty? So set A and set B will go at a 45-degree angle or straight. You cannot do it at any other angles. So, I think that's your problem. You're on what map? Field? Yeah, you're at that field. You would have to set it, drive at a more of a 45-degree angle. That field's a thumb shape. You're either going to have to go up back and forth this way or at a 45-degree angle field this way. Either way, you're off on it. So A and Z only works at a 45-degree angle or straight. You can't do it at... So that field you have to just waste a little bit of fertilizer. Well, Renaris is not Rensme, so... You were commenting about the shower. We gave Renaris permission to go take a quick shower. Got it. Got it. Milo has corrupted me. What? Jess says she corrupted me first. I never played this many video games until she came along. Mm-hmm. Hmm? People always assume that guys are the video gamers. You know how many women are out there video gaming, all pretending to be guys? And you know how many guys are out there all pretending to be a woman? No, and my, like, younger days, all my characters were always female. Yeah, my characters were always female in games back in the day. Hmm? Just so you can look at a nice looking character. That's the only reason. Only reason I can think of. Hmm? Are the males too intimidating? No. Just want to look at a nice character. Women all play as male characters because you get the creeps coming out. Oh my goodness, a female player. It's like, you know how many female players are out there? Thousands and thousands of female players all pretending to be male players because they don't want the creeps to come out. I'm not gonna go with that one. Yes, girls pretending to be guys online are self-preservation. That's what that is. Guys acting like girls online. That's just because they want to look at a hot chick. That's the only reason, in my opinion. I think Guild Wars has done a good job there. Most video games, when you pick a female character, they're very the lack of dress is most time you have this half naked woman character. Guild Wars actually dresses up their female characters. I mean, still there's yeah, they're all well endowed, but I think it does better than some games. It'd be nice having women developing the female players in game. It'd be cool to have out of shape people in game too. Yeah, Guild Wars you can change body type. You can have a really skinny or a big buff build, but you can't pick someone that's out of shape. The buff and the thin build, they're still in shape. Imagine playing like um, Project Zomboid and have that as a like you have all these perks and you have these traits, positive and negative traits. Make what shape you're in as a positive or negative trait too. It's like, yeah, I'm very much out of shape, but I have these other traits that make up for it. I think that would be nice to have a more real representation of humans in games. I think it'd be more fun. Transportation. Got 19 minutes left. I accepted the contract while I was here in the middle of the field. That was dumb. Oh, and it was filled with seeds too. Well, I got paid for most of it. That was dumb. Wait, she said she had a quad, right? Is there a quad at the house? I gave you a ride down. Okay. We'll swim. I should take the train. Too bad the train just passed. Do some mountain climbing. On foot, you can see how hilly this terrain actually is. It's a bit of a dip here, so definitely be a good workout. Ask. All lowercase. Renaris has joined the server. What's that? What about the money? Yes, I just talked about the money. We're 300 grand. 310. So we only need another 10, 20 grand. We're almost there. All right, Renaris. I guess I'll let you do the transportation contracts if you want to. And I have to run downstairs here in a bit. So I'll grab the quad and find Jess and just ride along with her. You're going down to the shop? Shop. Okay, so I should have just stayed there instead of running up. That's okay. Yeah, the trailer's already attached to the tractor. Yeah, there's 2 transport contracts. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We have to sell this. We have to sell this quad. It's gonna kill me. And then I'll figure out what to do after I went downstairs for laundry. You feel like a hot tea? Whoa. Now that's some off-roading. Make a proper quad in this game. This thing is too unstable. How much would a new quad cost? Or side by side? Because we have this gator. What if we bought an older gator? That legs you out? I'm sorry. So this gator would be... I'm lagging you out right now? Okay. I won't do that until I'm actually going to buy it. because the field we're looking to buy right there, 321.6, so really 322, plus we have to have a little bit of spare money, so really 330. We need to look another 20 grand, and then we'll buy the field. Norris is well on his way with the he's going to Argo Wholesale. Where does that contract go to? Oh, to the ranch. And then the other one is from the dairy station to Port Silo. I'm like, wait, it's not showing spray, but I think she's just setting up a GPS. We set a point. You might have to drive a little further. There we go. Fertilizing away. You need to turn your lights on soon. Okay, lights are on. That's not all of them, is it? There we go. That's all of them. Let's see if I can spot Rhaenyra in the background here and there. Sprayer looks a little too low. There we go. That's a bit more even spread. Much better. Good job. What's that? Professional passenger? Backseat driver? Side seat driver? It's a long field. What? There's another field, right? Oh, yeah, there is. There's. Oh, yeah. So we would have to bring the fertilizer upstairs. We have herbicide upstairs. Spraying field 4. We could spray herbicide there. Field 4 is over there. So yeah, we do have herbicide there. Uh-oh. I don't know if the game was just glitching out there, but that was weird. It is a beautiful day. We have no smoke, perfect blue sky, 20 degrees Celsius, and we have to do all this stuff, but so, some of it's outside stuff, so it'll be good. Yeah, if we didn't have to get ready for all this work and everything, um, I think I'd be outside playing somewhere. But I'm doing laundry right now, so we might as well do a live stream. And then we got a whole bunch of other stuff we got to do. You've got a list. What's the factory smoking over there? Western Sugar Plant. Yeah, sugar plant. Yeah, the Belizean sugar plants. Man, do they stink. What about the sugar rum? Oh, it's the worst factory to drive by. Not really a factory, it's a processing plant. Sugarcane rum. Worst smell in the world. I was thinking for vacation next year we should plan spread 3 weeks, spread them out. Take 3 weeks, spread them out. Have 1 week in February, 1 week in June, and 1 week in fall somewhere. And if all of a sudden we have restrictions lifted, we can then go fly to Belize one of those weeks. No, you can't plan it out for all of us to go at the same time. No. Old classic car so loud I can't hear myself think. Drumheller might not work either. No. And then Texas and Michigan are on the list somewhere too. And then we would like our own vacation somewhere too. But yeah, it seems like life has been on hold for 2 years now. Yep, people in Oregon we want to see. But life is on hold. Yeah, they could come visit us legally now. Where's the ranch? The ranch is down here, right next to the Western Sugar Plant. So you got the port silo over here and the ranch over here. So to get to the ranch, either you want to take this little road down or come down here, cross the bridge, and then go to the ranch. Two red dots is where you're headed. A little bit of weeds growing on this field. But we're not spraying herbicide, we're spraying fertilizer, so we'll just make the weeds worse. Liquid fertilizer. I think most farmers in the Midwest do solid fertilizer, and then the only liquid you spray is herbicide. I wonder if there's a price difference between liquid fertilizer and solid fertilizer in game. We would have to test that out, do a whole field in liquid fertilizer, and then do a whole field in solid fertilizer and see which one's more expensive. Yeah, someone's probably done that test already. But anyway, I shall return. Let's put our BRB up. We don't need that anymore. Do the laundry and I'll be right back. Or move the laundry from the washer to the dryer. No, I've done that already. Okay, cool. Only one interruption today. Okay. Where are you headed? Perfect. Then I can jump. Oh, you just accepted it. I'm like, I'm going to accept the contract. Never mind. So, headed back to the store for what? Oh, refill this, go up the hill. Mark is retracting messages like crazy. Are you testing the in or on-screen chat? That'd be my guess. Like, they must be testing something. With the on-screen chat, you can never truly retract your message. What's that? I'm gonna go sleep for some hours. Where's Renaris? Okay, over there. Perfect. So I think it'll be a good time to go sleep. It's getting kind of darkish. I don't know how to get out. There we go. I'm gonna head to the house. I'll let you know when I hit sleep or before I do. And then hopefully there's some more contracts up for grabs. Yeah, it should be right in that corner there. So you got him in the right spot. Is it not? Did you grab the wrong pallet? Did you grab the wrong pallet? Try the other pallet. Unless you're sure that's the right pallet. If it's for sure the right pallet, then I don't know, might have to tip it on the right side. Because that's the right spot for it. I'm gonna go sleep for as many hours as it lets me, so that way maybe more contracts show up. And we'll fast forward till it's daylight. Sleep coming up. I guess you both need to approve it. There we go. Oh, transportation finished. You got it in there. Oh, don't have to worry about sleeping in. It is daylight already. So yeah, I'll collect that one. There we go. That pallet should have disappeared now. And there are no other contracts, so speed up time. I'll head up to the hill too and take a look at chickens quickly. I can feed them. How do I look at chickens? No, they're okay right now. Any contracts up yet? Nope. How's our own field looking? We'll look at that before we speed away the rest of the day. Sorry? The crop will change tomorrow. Whoa! Whoa, I rolled it uphill. Yep, that was special, alright. We're definitely gonna buy a different ATV. We sold one of the quads, we'll sell this one once we can afford to buy another ATV. May also end up buying a pickup or something like that too, because that'll be handy in the future. Out of control. But look at the speed we're moving too. We're going so fast. I can hear you filling. Oh, that one's empty. The front tank. Nah, Mark, nothing really to miss. Oh, I was gonna look at our field. Any weeds? Don't see any obvious weeds. Nope, that says there's no weeds. Okay, so it didn't even fill up all the way. Field 4, where's field 4? Over there, so we gotta spray that. Look, there's still some snow sitting there on the pile. Where do you need to put that pallet? Right where the red dot is. Look at the map. There should be a spot right where the red map is. Or where the red dot is. There should be a spot to drop it right there. Hi, Larry. Let's get our sprayer set up. Hey, Hunter. Doing well, doing well. Okay, let's get the GPS set up correctly here. Set A. Let's drive forward a bit. Set B. Okay. We'll do it right after lunch. All right. Man, those weeds die quick, huh? Instant death. I wish they would take a little while to wither. It's like you spray the whole field and then come back the next day and you see them all withered the next day. Hunter, you have an actual farm in real life. What do you farm? I said hi to Larry. Rode down Lewiston Hill with me. Lewiston Hill is a big hill. It's not the biggest hill I do. Kootenai Pass is by far worse. Uh, Paulson is worse than Lewiston Hill. Coquihalla is close to Lewiston Hill. I would say Coquihalla and Lewiston Hill are close to the same. So Highway Through Hell and Lewiston Hill are very common, except that Lewiston Hill doesn't get as much ice as the Coquihalla. Hunter, you diss us a little field. Yeah, I remember my high school years. I spent a lot of time on the field with a cultivator, with a little Massey Ferguson 1010 cultivator and a tiller. And then the bush mower behind it as well. Why does everybody say only? I'm only 13. I'm only 16. Did I do that too? When I was still young? Because you guys know we're old farts. Larry, your first hill ever was dropping into trail. Oh, from what side into trail? From the Rossland side or from Fruitvale side? Hey, thanks, Renars. Appreciate the help. I use a Farmall trike tractor. What year is that? $1979-ish. Yeah, that's an old tractor. That was cool having some free hand farm. Free farm hand? Had a free farm hand. Oh, no, no. Larry says he went down the or into trail in 1970. I'm mixing up comments here. Hunter says he doesn't know what year the tractor is. Yeah, those Farmall trike tractors. Now, the trike tractor, does it have one tire up front or the two tires that are cambered into each other make a big V on the front? Ah, yep. Yeah, two tractors right next to each other making this V so they can run down one row. And then you've got your rear tires that run down the other row, other two rows. So uh, you know what? It's nice having the door open, having the fresh, clean weather. But sure, we live on a main road, so it's noisy. It's noisy having the door open. Well, here, I'll quickly Google it. I know what you're talking about, but I'll show. Yeah, that. Basically that. I don't know why I can't make that big. Basically something like that. See you, Larry. Best way to share photos would be through Steam or my book face. There should be links down below, I think. I don't know if we still have those links down below. Hmm? Yeah, we can afford the field right now, but we wouldn't be able to afford anything else. So let's. But yeah, we got the money to afford the field right now. We've been blowing through this day, speeding through it. So we'll clean this up. I'll clean up the pallets. Who's doing a burnout out there? Yeah, Insta would work as well. It's in the description. Mark has got all the links on there. Or just email it. It seems there must be a car show going on in town. So we've had a lot of classic cars. Maybe just the weather's so beautiful finally, they're all out. But there seems to be a lot of classic cars, and some of them have decided that it's good to do a burnout outside of our window. No, we can't have a gathering. You could still meet up and have a car show in, still hang out, and yes. We're not allowed to have a gathering per se. What's the problem here? There we go. Kind of funky glitched out, but there we go anyway. Next mission's going to be fertilizer anyway, so I'll just, instead of having to put away those 2 pallets, we'll just fill this up. Oh, I still have herbicide. Well, shoot. Shoot. Oh good, I unloaded the right one. Now what the problem is. Did I not fill the front? Okay, there we go. Okay, let's put those 2 pallets out of the way. Jess is standing right in the way. Gotta drive around her. There's contracts? That's a shame. Now Renaris is gone, but do we... They're all fertilizing. 1 transporting. Feel free to take them all. Well, you know what? Let's take them 1 at a time, just in case other player joins. Then we can borrow equipment. So take 1 at a time. Look at which one you want to do first. It's almost dark already, so we blew through the whole day. Must be an earthquake because that Roundup pallet was bouncing. Yeah, start 1 contract at a time just in case people join. I'm going to do that more often. Just I'll accept all the contracts before going to bed though. Well, that... Thanks. Why are you listening to me in the first place? Hmm? So that's glitched up. Oh, there we go. Popped it out. Do we have the mod for shelves for these pallets? Are you gonna do... Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Not sure where it would be. Miscellaneous? Oh yeah, right there. Yes, they're 6 grand each. Dry, so that would be our seeds and lime and stuff like that. And then we have liquid, that's what our for herbicide and liquid fertilizer, and then animal feed, which we wouldn't do, but yeah, so these 2 racks we gotta set up. Yep, we're gonna have to get those 2 racks. Okay, so if you're letting me doing the spraying, I'll drop that. Okay. Which field do you accept? Field 8. It's right there. It's a weird one to be doing. I must have missed something, Marka. What about a John Deere B? He's got the farm all here. Oh yeah, the tricycle John Deere B. I'm guessing these have like a flywheel on the other side to run. I'm thinking on the passenger side they have the flywheel, right? And then you can run a belt off of that and run like a threshing machine. Oh, this is a tractor you ran when you were 12, 13 years old. Got it. It's got wheel weights on this one. So I'm getting hungry already. What do we have planned, Jess? When I say we, I mean what does she have planned? Yes, you can finish your thing first. We're gonna have to do A, B. Wow. Is this the field that you had issues with, the weird angle? Field 8, yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna have to waste some fertilizer on this if we're gonna use GPS. Okay, so that's what you call it? You call it a belt drum? I always figured they used it as a flywheel and a belt, I guess a belt drum. It's like you have a flywheel on these things anyway. I guess those belt drums would have to go through a transmission somehow because you have to change the angle the power's going at. I guess there's a 45-degree angle turn in there somewhere. I guess you'd have a gear. Yeah, a gear that would directly go 45-degree angle from the transmission, maybe? I don't know. Because you know you don't want it in gear, so it's not from the transmission. So is the belt drum spinning the whole time the tractor is running? Or do you engage it separately? Yeah, you would stick a crank into the front of it and crank it over by hand. Did those pictures have? That's not a hand crank one. There's no crank off the front of it. That one doesn't either, I don't think. Maybe you crank the side. Crank the drum. Yeah, I don't know enough about those old tractors. I should go to one of those old tractor shows one of these days. Don't have any here, but that'd be cool to see one of those. Go to the prairies and go to a good tractor show. Yeah, go to one of those old farm shows and educate myself a little bit about old equipment. Steam thresh. See, my mom's parents did the old-fashioned way of threshing, where you had the trailer that pulled out into the field and you would thresh it all over there with a belt drum type of thing. But my dad's parents, they actually had a combine. They had, I don't know what it was. It was rusted. It was, but originally red. I probably would recognize it if I saw a picture of it, or at least get close. Let's Google. Something close to that. Yeah, I was thinking Massey Ferguson. I wasn't quite sure. Either Massey Ferguson. What's this? Is this a Case IH? Doesn't say. I don't know where I got that picture. Hey, when you click on something and you don't get it. Well, that's International Harvest McCormick. Don't think that's it. Could be. Could have been International Harvester. But it had tracks on it. Could have been something like that too. Let's go IH 93. None of them have tracks on them. They were steel tracks. Yeah, it was definitely a similar tractor or combine to something like that, but it had um, tracks built onto it. Yeah, I never saw the thing run. I just remember seeing it in the shed, parked in the shed with all this mud built up on it. Neighbor had a large or wood belt drive, a large circular saw. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that at a sawmill in Belize, where there's a tractor running a sawmill. But those belt, anything run off of a belt like that, you definitely, you don't have any dumb people around there. Because the dumb ones all got Darwin Awards very quick. Only the smart people survived that machinery. The safety conscious ones survived. My dad was never a big one for safety gear. He's missing several fingers, an eye. Yeah, you pay for not being very safety conscious. Only safety gear early on was respirators for painting those tractors. Huh, hadn't thought of that. Yeah, in the factory. There goes our train. I left quite a bit of the field. Like that way you don't waste too much fertilizer. And we'll see if we can finish the contract as is. If not, we'll have to fill in some of those little spots that we skipped. Oh look, it's finished. Field 9 and 1. One's right over here. Oh, 9's right beside us. We'll do 9 first. I'll just run this without GPS. See if we can save some fertilizer. If I owned field 9 and field 8, I would plow them into one field. break the sod and that was one of your early on toys? Tractor tricycle? You came by it honestly. Marka, there's too many two wheels out there today. I am finding time to go on two wheels today. What are special missions I have to do today? I've got to replace that geocache. That geocache is going to be replaced with two wheels. Yep, that's going to be a thing. Also, I need to buy some new work gloves. I can do that on two wheels too. I've got a bunch of stuff to do, but I'm going to make sure that stuff happens on two wheels. It's time. It's time. That's a lot more green. What's growing on that field? Canola. It's the same growth as our own personal field. No weeds on it. Fertilization. What's the fertilization on it? We don't know what the pH or nitrogen on it is because we have to go test it. Let's go test the field. Before we test it though, should we plow it a bit bigger and then test all of that at the same time? Look, plow around the outskirts. Will it mess the grow up? do we just test the current field once it's harvested, then make the field bigger after? Yeah, that way it doesn't mess up the growth. Okay, means we have to pay a little more on testing, but I think that's worth it. I agree. Don't need the game to glitch out. Okay, let's go do some testing. I haven't done some ground testing in a long time. You missed what? No bigs. Just made some no bigs. How can you tell how big the circle's going to be? Can you not tell? Unfold it. I gotta unfold it. There we go. I'm like, I thought there was a way of telling. Oh, there we go. Cookies, yes, no bakes cookies. Just made a bunch of no bakes. I won the compromise? You bought my type of bread and crunchy peanut butter. Cool. It's cool that I won. Trying to get as much coverage as possible. Yeah, no bakes, so good. Just have to watch out, too much fiber. I can't eat too many of those cookies. Them cookies are dangerous. But sometimes moderation sucks. Basically, when doing this job, my eyes are pretty much focused 99% of the time on the mini map. What's the best coverage I can get? I think we can do better than that. Yep, there we go. That's a bit better. Gluttony has its own issues too. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Almost done testing the whole field, and then we'll send it in. Doesn't take long to get results. You can put this tester on the back of a quad, and it's small and light, but I don't have a 3-point hitch on our quad. I mean, we can get it, but I haven't. Yeah, I find I never had a belly until I started trucking, and then it just got a bit of gained a bit of weight. Well, no, that's not true. I didn't really gain any weight. I just lost muscle mass and put it into a belly instead. I try to stay active. There we go. Should get a bill in the mail here pretty quick. Didn't think of that. How much is that going to cost? That's one of the reasons I do not eat a lot of restaurant food. Most of my meals in the truck I make in the cab myself. Yeah, I know when I'm outside working, tarping and strapping and all that, um, forklift operators always offer to help me with the tarps. I'm like, no, this is the only exercise I get in the day. Well, I can physically handle these tarps. I don't need your help with a forklift to lift them onto the deck. This is the only exercise I'm getting, and I'm faster doing it by hand than you can do it with a forklift. So I'm getting a workout and saving time. Slime. I should rename that to, because I was looking under spreader. I don't know if I need to lime this field, but I'm pretty confident I do. It's Here, what's our soil type? Silty lime, or silty clay, and loam down here. I wish for a little more loam. Silty clay is not best soil in the world, but I knew that buying it. Better than loamy sand. But if we buy field 22, it looks like this might have a pattern that way. It's a good place to have our property down here, build our farm here, and expand the field up here. We'll expand the field into here as well. Oh yeah, the whole point of looking at this. pH. That's actually not terrible pH. Oh, it says pH value bad. Nitrogen is perfect. Oh yeah, so there's lots of fertilizer on here. Not evenly, but we'll leave the fertilizer as is. Well, we could run the fertilizer over top of it. See what happens, but let's put nitrogen on here. Or not nitrogen. That's not right. That's not right. Somehow I messed up the width of this thing. We're gonna fix that. Farmer Joe has left the server. There we go. Okay, let's get some pH balance here. I'm gonna run out of lime very quickly. I have to buy some. Look at that, I'm out already. Do we have lime in... Oh, there's lime stations, right. Where's the lime station? Closest lime station... right there? Right there. You were in a little day cab, so drive through, convenience, yeah, food. Yeah, in a day cab you don't have, I mean when I ran the day cab I got like a food warmer. And that helped me eat a little bit better on the day cab, but I only ran day cab, what, 2 weeks? That is heavy for that tractor squatting. Certainly squatting a lot there. So yeah, but in day cab, yeah, you're kind of stuck with very boring food or restaurant food. But even in the big rig, the freezer fridge is so small, it works great for one person, but as soon as Jess comes along, we start struggling to find enough meals. So if Jess comes along, we usually end up heading restaurants a little bit more often because you run out of food. Or often you try to hit the convenience store halfway through, or not a convenience store, a grocery store halfway through the week and buy some more supplies. But even that's not as healthy because you're buying foods that you can make on the road. When you pre-make the meal at home, you can make healthier meals. Yeah, Jess makes a lot of homemade meals for me. I'm pretty lucky there. Yes, Jess is making foodie noises in the background, real world, for sure. I'm not sure if it's ready yet, but it'll be ready soon. Hmm? Oh, she's doing dishes as well, cleaning. She's working while I'm playing. I'm empty already. Oh boy. This is going to be expensive, which means we're going to run out of money, which means I am going to do one more load. Well, hang on. Let's just do this. Let's go to the shop and buy a tank of fertilizer. There we go. And then whatever money we have left, I can put into lime. Once we run out of money, I gotta go work on those contracts. What's tow truck doing? Oh, pickup broke down in the Salvation Army lot. That sucks. I know the good old days, people would make their food on their engine. You would put their food out on the engine or manifold somewhere and let their food cook outside, dry for an hour, and then pull out their baked potatoes. Yeah, foil wrapped on the manifold, and that's how you would make your hot food. That's actually a fairly common thing. I've seen that quite a few times now where truck drivers have fastened Woody and Buzz Lightyear onto the back of their bumper. The other thing I see quite often is empty flatbeds with a Tonka truck belted onto the back of it. You see that every now and then. Gotta get a bigger lime spreader in the future. Yeah, Jess said a truck driver. Somebody took a picture of a truck driver coming through town here, and they had Woody and Buzz on the back and Spider-Man holding on. Oh, Spider-Man was on a different truck. A septic truck with a baby doll sitting on a potty on the top. That's funny. Yeah, the new Spider-Man movies got what? No Way Home or something like that? I haven't seen the trailer yet. But that's Spider-Man, I always knew would get into some kind of multiverse time travel thing, so I'm guessing that's what we're going. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I'm guessing we're going into Doctor Strange territory. So that's where the comic books went. Help if I had GPS on if I'm trying to connect. Honestly, my favorites of the Spider-Man movies I've watched is the cartoon one, the full-length animated cartoon version. I just remember the comic books got pretty weird with all the alternative timelines, different universes and stuff. And I think all the Marvels kind of headed that way because Loki was doing the they're and Doctor Strange, so the movies are starting to go into the weird stuff. I can do another 3 fills of this before we're out of money. But we do have an extra pallet of fertilizer, so we know we can finish that contract. I guess this harvest I could cut grass and bale the hay around the field, instead of trying to do this funny little bit along the side of the road that I was trying to desperately get a little bit of hay out of. Yeah, I'm kind of over the Marvel movies as well. I gotta agree. Where were we? Oh, right there. Is food ready? Getting there, getting there. Yeah, Jess is reading up some election stuff. We've got elections coming up pretty quick here. When do I need to do my advanced voting? I can Hmm? Okay, so they might be doing advanced voting every weekend now already? Because the elections are on a Monday, so I'm going to have to do advance. Oh, I think one more tank will do it. Then we'll call it a day. I dislike that he called elections and we're voting on a Monday. I think that is strategy to prevent people from voting, to prevent the working man from voting. To prevent the rural man from voting. Hmm? That's kind of who I'm leaning to, actually. I'm not sure. They must have done a lot of studies because he called election early. He doesn't have to. Our prime minister doesn't need to call an election during an outbreak, during forest fire season, during their strategy behind that. There's no mistake, no mistaking where and when he called his election. And our leader currently speaks a lot of pretty words. Unfortunately, he hasn't really followed through with them. So I'm kind of done with them. I'm not I'm not a loyal voter. I'm not loyal to a party. I kind of research what the local leader is going to do for me. And I have voted conservative. I have voted liberal. I have voted NDP. I have voted green. Also, I've voted for some parties that no longer exist. I voted Alliance. I have changed my vote to different parties over the years, depending on what the local leader would do. Yikes. Watch the road there, bud. Yeah, he's got a minority government, he called it. I don't think he's going to get a minority government. Win or lose, I don't think he'll get or majority. I don't think he'll get a majority government, but I don't know. They've done studies and they call the election for a reason. They think they have a better chance of winning now than later on when they need to call the election. So sometimes we call elections very like within half a year from winning the election, they call another election, and that costs Canada so much money. That was a mistake. Take our time. Easy. 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 We just need to get there to drop it. What if I lower it? Keep the front wheels on the ground. I'll just scrape it on the sled, on its frame. Like I know in the US, they can change the voting borders and stuff. It gets pretty corrupt that way. So I was happy with the fertilizer level on this field. For now, anyway. We'll probably do that contract. It's only $5,000, but it's $5,000 before we fertilize our field. This is field 1. It's right up there. Let's work on that. At least start it. Oh, she says food's ready, so maybe I won't start it. Apparently the back tank has 8 liters in it. Front tank's full. Do I have any? No, we don't have any fertilizer here. Yeah, I've seen some maps of weird borders you guys have for election maps on. Yeah, it gets so bad. And then in the US you've got these lobbyists, which is basically just legalized bribery. Sorry? Yeah, when we call elections here, the vote happens a lot quicker after calling election, and it can also happen at any time. The only other issue is our leader can stay in power for as long as we keep voting for him. We don't have a limited terms. As long as we're voting for him, he can stay in power, which is a problem on its own, or has the potential of being a problem on its own. Just Adam Lord, Wind Farming Sim 22. I believe so. Just Adam, are you trying to say you want to be entered for the giveaway? Are we? Actually fertilizing? I have to actually accept the contract. Whoops. Whoops. I haven't shown the secret word a lot on here today. It's popped up a couple of times. So you're trying to get the Steam gift card. It's shown up here a couple times earlier, and we won't show it again today because we're about to log off. But the other question you haven't answered is, did you want to be in the draw to win FS22, which will be drawn on October 31st? And that's on Steam as well, Mac or PC. Digital copy, not actual physical copy. When am I going to show the secret word? Well, that's a secret. I'm guessing the next time I show the secret word will be next week, but I did show it a couple times earlier on the stream today. Marco, you didn't see the secret word today? Yeah, early on the stream I went by it. Yeah, just add them. Make sure you add me to Steam friends, and then you can see next time I'm on live when I'm playing Farming Sim, so you can try winning again next week. Next weekend it'll be $25. Unless someone actually wins it in the next couple of minutes. Once I get to the end of the field, I'm calling it. So yeah, thank you for everyone for joining. And hopefully we give away a Steam gift card next weekend. When will the next stream be? Not sure. Because I'm starting Sunday morning, there's a chance I'll be back on Friday. There's a chance I'll be back and do a stream on Friday. I don't know if it'll be Farming Sim, but there's a chance I'll stream something on Friday. I have to let it play out and see what happens. Testing out the new camera this week, so we'll see how that goes for the weekly trucking videos. But I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. You guys rock.